Yes, children. So previously what we have seen, how the life in villages. Now let us see how the life in the towns when during 6th century BC. Already I mentioned that the first phase of urbanization took place in during Indus Valley civilization. The second, that is the urbanization which took place in the 6th century BCE was called age of second urbanization. Understood? So here how the life of people during 6th century BC, particularly in towns. And here I have mentioned few important terms. All the places which had more population, those were termed as towns and cities. And those were actually classified into capital cities, market places, religious centers, coastal towns, and craft centers. What are those? Capital cities, marketplaces, religious centers, coastal towns, craft centers. Then, what are the capital cities? Particularly during 6th century BC. The capital cities were the centers for political and administrative. Particularly, these cities were the centers for political and administration. These were the political and administration centers. Who actually used to live? The officials used to live. The royal families used to live. Where? In capital towns. For example, see, you take Kaveri Pattanam. What is that? Kaveri Pattanam. So Kaveri Pattanam was the capital of whom? Cholas. To whom? Cholas. Next, Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram is the capital of whom? Kanchipuram is the capital of Pallavas. In such a way, these capital cities, those were the administrative and political centers. Only important people, official people used to live in the capital cities. Now coming to the market places or market centers. Particularly in order to carry the administration, these places were well connected with all kinds of villages, with all types of villages, with all villages. And the people who used to trade their goods, they had to come to the marketplaces. And these marketplaces are in the important places, particularly in towns and cities. Now coming to the religious centers. Some places were well known. Some places were holy, some places were sacred, and those were known for religious purpose, and those places were very holy for particular religions. For example, in olden days, Varanasi for Hindus, and nowadays you can find Makkah for Muslims. Like that, some places were familiar, some places were known for religious purposes, those were sacred and holy. And next important one is coastal towns. So coastal towns means what? The towns which actually you can find in the coast. See, in case of our India, you can find east coast and west coast. You can see some coastal towns like Bombay, Kochi. Next, that is what another important one, Panaji. And in olden days, you can find in case of Gujarat, Lothal. During Indus Valley civilization, Lothal was an important coastal town. So what is the main use of coastal towns? We can have our exports and imports through these coastal towns. That is about the coastal towns. Next, craft centers. Craft centers means particularly the jewelry work, weaving work, craft work, some other craft work. The places which were known for these jewelry, weaving, craft, and even smithy work, those places were famous for craft centers. The people who were engaged in such all kinds of crafts, they used to form one union, one group called what? That group is called a guild. Guild or Shreni. What is guild or Shreni? A particular group of people who belong to a particular kind of craft. For example, the people who are engaged in jewelry work, all those were formed as a group. What that group is called? Guild. What that group is called? Shreni. What is the main function of this guild? This guild will see, and it makes some arrangements to bring raw material, and also it brings some arrangements to sell their goods. In such a way, guild or Shreni helps the people to carry their trading activities, business activities. That is about the last important one, what? Craft centers. Now finally we will see how the trade was. Particularly the trade during 6th century BCE was carried on water as well as on land also. What did they use as a means of transport, as a mode of transport? They used bullock carts, they used horses, they used donkeys also to carry their goods to the far places, to the distant places. Understood? And as there was a problem from thieves or the robbery, they used to go in a group. Even the king's guards also used to help those people who are going in a group. That is, the people who are going in a group called caravans. Caravans means what? A group of people who go with some animals by carrying some goods. That is, those are called caravans. In such a way, trade was going on. Then, with which countries actually we had trade? Which type of items were traded? We had trade with particularly East Asian countries like Malaya. That means nowadays, now Malaya is called what? Malaysia. Next, Ceylon, that is Sri Lanka. Next, Burma, which is called Myanmar, and even some other countries also. Those are Arabia, Sumatra, Java. Arabia, Sumatra, Java. Understood? With which countries we had trade? We had trade with Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Burma, Arabia. Arabia means that is Arabian Peninsula. Arabian countries. Arabia is not there. So Arabia means group of countries which you can see: Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, like that. Sumatra, Java. Sumatra, Java are the parts of Indonesia. In such a way, we had trade with these countries. And finally, which items we traded with these countries? Particularly, we had trade, that is cotton, wool, silk, carpets. Which items we had trade? Ivory goods, cotton, jute, wool, and finally gems and pearls. Understood? So which items we had traded? We had traded ivory goods, cotton, jute, wool, gems and pearls. So in this way we had traded these goods. I hope you understood how the life in towns and cities, particularly during 6th century BC, which was called age of second urbanization. Thank you.